Alright, so we're playing a game today with Bert, bringing his IG, Catachans, and I'm playing Vanilla Space Marines, given the Thousand Sons a rest since they're already dead for so long. Playing 1,500 points. We've got a board here, pretty similar to the last few times. Alright, and you want to go ahead and roll to see what kind of mission we're playing? Seize ground.
Seize ground, so...
Want to roll to see how many we have? How many objectives?
3 objectives.
Alrighty. And I guess I'll steal your die there really quick. See if it rolled another one for deployment. Actually, seize ground, let's put objectives out first.
Yes, it is.
We'll go ahead and place objectives. Okay, so we have placed objectives here, over here, and right there. So we're rounding up the Dark Eldar heretics that escaped. And see what kind of deployment we have. Spearhead.
Spearhead, yeah.
Yay. So roll for initiative. He has a 1. He's good at ones. I got a 2. I have 1 with a 2. That's fantastic. Okay. I'm going to give you first turn.
Okay.
So, go ahead. Alright, so here's my deployment. I've got half a squad in here with the Sergeant and the Meltagun and my las cannon Razorback. I've got a las cannon missile launcher Dreadnought. Over here by this objective, I've got the combat squad from the Razorback, missile launcher, and 4 regular dudes. Alright, and then over this way, I've got my 5-man scout squad, missile launcher, regular dude, with they're all snipers except for the missile, Talion, and 2 more snipers down there. And that's actually all my army, because I have 2 tactical squads and drop pods coming in, one of them with a Librarian and Terminator armor, and one of them with Lysander. And then I also have a Dreadnought and a drop pod coming in, so that's pretty much my whole army. He null deployed, as expected by Catachans.
Yeah.
And he's got his Harker squad that infiltrated over here with an autocannon, a bunch of plasma guns, and Harker's heavy bolter and everything. So they're going to be gunning downrange here. And against my better judgment, I'm going to try to seize. I do not. So I guess it does not matter. And turn 1. Alright, so that was kind of depressing. These guys here, they fired. His only thing on the board, obviously, is turn 1. He can't get reserves in. Fired into those. 3 plasma guns, only 1 hit, 1 overheat and killed himself. Autocannon didn't do anything, and Harker didn't do anything. He only hit with 1 and failed. But that 1 plasma gun got a penetrating hit, exploded it, killed 1, and pinned them. So that was a very effective plasma gun. And they're stuck there now, and there goes my last cannon. So going into bottom of 1. Alright, so this turn I had to bring in 2 drop pods, and I'm missing a few models since last time I played. So this is a drop pod, which Lysander squad came in. Lysander's just a hammer Terminator right now until I track him down. So this, Meltagun, multi-Melta squad with a regular Sergeant in there with Lysander. This squad with the Librarian, who I'm still painting, but he's getting there. Meltagun, missile launcher in that squad with the regular Sergeant. Out of that drop pod, they both ran quite a few inches there. And he used Force Dome and it passed, so they have a 5+ invuln on the Librarian squad. Everything else fired. Missile launcher over here was on target. I hit 7 guys and wounded 5, and he lost a few from there. I think like 2 and wound on the autocannon, which he's 3+ save with his stealth, and he's rolling really poorly. This missile launcher hit 2 guys, didn't do much. Las cannon didn't do anything. Over here, they all moved, and then I forgot I had my scouts, so I fired them, and boy were they awesome. Blast landed on target, wounded I think all 5 of them, all 5 that I hit. And then my other scouts did nothing, and Talion, being the champion that he is, rolled 2 hits, only 1 wound, but it was rending, and he gets to allocate wounds. So I put it on Harker, and he failed his 3+ cover, killing Harker. And then he also lost his autocannon and like 2 other guys, so he failed more than 50% of his 3+ saves, and then he passed his pinning but fell back. So he's got 1 plasma gun and 1 regular guy left falling back. These guys were pinned still, so that's pretty much it. Going to top of 2. Alright, this turn, these guys fell back like 4 more inches, and they were just barely out of range of shooting them with his plasma gun. He got garbage for reserves. He got a squad of 3 Ogrins, which I was dumb, forgot about, so I left these guys too close to the edge. They shot with their 9 shots at strength 5. They killed 1. They charged in. I got pretty lucky, and I managed to force weapon one of them, because they're 3 wounds apiece, and toughness 5. So, and then I only did 1 other wound, which he failed. So he lost 4 wounds. He did 1 wound to me that I didn't save, and he failed his leadership. But his regimental standard in here lets him re-roll it, and Strachan makes him stubborn. So,
no, they're just naturally stubborn.
Oh, yeah, they're naturally okay. So they're stubborn, and then the standard re-rolled. So he made it with the re-roll. So we're still in combat there. And that's pretty much it. That's all I got in was his Strachan squad and the Vendetta and the Ogren. So going to bottom of 2. Alright, so this round, bottom of 2. We forgot to mention last turn, this Dreadnought actually got immobilized from one twin glass cannon from that Vendetta that came in. So this turn, these guys just moved forward, and they ended up running because my 2 Stormbolters finished off those 2 guys, so I didn't need to shoot with them. They'd probably out of range either way, though. These guys waited here in hopes that I would kill that Vendetta with something else, so moved those guys, shot their Melta, didn't do anything. These guys all shot at the Vendetta. I did a penetrating hit, and I just took a weapon off. So I needed to use these guys instead, which is unfortunate because they're really close to that flank still. So they shot the missile, didn't do anything. So then I had to charge into combat. My crack grenades actually, and my melta bomb. I got 1 pen and 1 pen from crack grenades, 1 pen from the melta bombs, and exploded it. And just for shits and giggles, rolled to see what Lysander would have done. And he actually didn't hit it at all because I needed 6s. So good thing they took care of it for him. I did 7 wounds to the guys inside with the explosion, and none of them died after the feel no pain and everything. So this is Strachan Mansauce Squad of Death is still good to charge me back, and they have 2 Meltas in there as well. And then this squad here in combat actually did quite a few wounds. I did 4, and he saved 2, so he lost the 1 guy. The Bonehead still has 2 wounds left, and he did nothing in return. And that's pretty much it. He passed his leadership test, so going to top 3. Alright, so this turn, he got all of his reserves except for the Sentinels in. So he got everything on this side. He got to pick where they all came in. So empty Vendetta flew on this way, shot a las cannon at the drop pod, I believe.
Yeah, I missed.
Did nothing. And then Al Rahem's squad here came in. The Blob squad ran on the board. Here's Al Rahem's squad with the 3 plasmas and the medic. And they ran 5 inches. They ran 1, so they just stood there and looked pretty. Over here, I finally barely finished up the combat with those Ogrins. I did only 1 wound back, none with my force weapon. But he failed it. I saved all mine, and he actually failed his leadership twice with the reroll and stubborn and everything, so I overran him. So they consolidated 5 back this way. Strachan, Marbo came in right there. Threw his bomb on me, and thank goodness it scattered. Killed 1 of my guys because it hit 2, and he only wounded 1.
Hit 3 of my guys and
hit 3 of his, and he made all of his cover saves. And then he charged into combat with these guys after shooting. Strachan killed 3 by himself, and then the rest of the squad had like 21 attacks or something. They rolled pretty good. They had Furious Charge and everything, and killed another 3. I killed 5 back. 4 back. I was going to kill 5, but he put another one in the bodyguard, so 1 got killed twice from Lysander. So, but I'm stubborn. I made my leadership, and so I've got Multi-Melta, 2 Bolter guys, and Lysander left in that combat. Lysander can take them by himself, but it's going to be a waste of my time. And this squad is coming over to help with the Librarian, so it's pretty much... Oh, yeah. And these guys, these Stormtroopers, dropped in. They scattered way back. They're trying to kill all of them. They landed next to this Dreadnought instead, but they routed their double range with the Meltas. One of them stunned it. He got it penetrating and rolled a 1, so that's pretty much it there. And going to bottom of 3. Lots happened for 3 turns. And null deployment.
Yeah.
Alright, this turn, these guys moved back yet again. Shot missile launcher and some bolters shot there. Killed, I think, 3 out of the 5, all but the Melta guns, and then they finished it off. Stormbolters fired into that squad and did nothing. These ones I only hit with 1, and he saved it. Last drop pod, subbed by that Rhino there, came in, scattered backwards. Dreadnought got out, heavy flamed and multi-melted them. He made all 4 of his heavy flame or feel no pains on Al Rahem's squad. And the multi-melta actually did kill 1, so he still has like 3 plasma guns there, or 2 plasma guns.
And a pistol.
Yeah, 2 and a pistol, I think. So they're still going to murder that Dreadnought. This was shot at only by them because the Dreadnought was stunned. So missile launcher, guided by Talion, did nothing. I rolled a 1 to armor pen. And so that's probably going to kill the Dreadnought also, if not the other Dreadnought. My squad over here moved over just to get farther away from that blob because I'm not ready to deal with them yet. So they charged in. I only rolled 2 for my charge and through cover there since there's an explosion from a Valkyrie here. So I only got like 4 guys in, but with the Librarian and all that, he made bad feel no pain saves and everything, so I killed the whole squad there. And Strachan chose to go down from the Librarian instead of Lysander. So I've got just 2 guys left from that squad because he did kill 2 with Strachan, I think. And Marbo's still fine, but he doesn't have a bomb anymore, so I'm not too worried about him. And they just consolidated around there, so that's pretty much it. I've got all my reserves in, And so right now I have that objective in that one. Or I don't have that one, but I'm near it. And he's pretty much about to overrun this one here, and he can contest the middle one pretty easily. So going into top of 4, all he has left are the Sentinels. Alright, so this turn, these guys with the plasma guns all fired. They had Bring It Down or whatever, so they twin linked, and one of them killed himself from that. But they did do a penetrating hit and stunned him, so that stopped that guy right there. This also moved over, shot 3 las cannons at him, and I got cover from 2, but not from the other one. He missed with that one, and I made both my covers on the other 2 penetrating hits, so I got pretty lucky there. These guys moved and ran forward another 3 inches. Marbo tried running, jumping, fleeing across into that scout squad, and didn't get good rolls at all, so he got stuck in the middle and decided just to charge that squad instead. He did 4 wounds, but I saved them all, and then I killed him mercilessly. But he almost made all of his 6 saves on a 5+. So over here, the Sentinels came in on the side he wanted, and shot to kill 2 of my guys, which I was happy about because they couldn't get assaulted, and then they fell back. So they do get to regroup, but they were almost off the board. So going to bottom of 4. All right, so this turn, the bottom of 4. These guys moved and ran pretty good too, so they're going to probably get there in time. It's going to 5 because they have to get on this objective. Dreadnought shot into that, just shook it, so no dice there. These guys shot and actually immobilized one with their bolter, which was incredible. Actually, bolt pistol, 1 shot apiece, so 1 died because they're a squadron. Charged into combat, actually hit 2 grenades and immobilized this one now. So I'm fighting that one. He did nothing back. Over here, I forgot to shoot my missile launcher.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
But at least they're on that objective. This guy was stunned this turn. All the drop pods fired into them, and I killed nothing because he failed 1 save eventually and then made his feel no pain. Lysander joined this squad and left the multi-melt to defend for himself, but he only rolled a 2, so they kind of had to chain back there for him. And Machine Curse hit this and took a weapon off.
Yeah, well, no, the Melta took a weapon off, the Machine Curse stunned it.
Okay, yeah, my Melta gun was in range, and it actually destroyed a weapon, one of the las cannons, and then Machine Curse stunned it, so it's actually stuck there this turn, which is really nice. This whole blob squad's about to infest this area, but it'll, I guess, matter if we go on past turn 5, and if you can clear everything out or not. If, we get caught in combat, where we get caught in combat to see who is on that objective. And something weird could always happen with this Sentinel, you never know, and then you could blast these guys and they'll fall back again, so we'll see how this ends up. So going to top of 5. Alright, this round, hitting against weapon skill now, I did a glance in a pen with my grenades, and even though I rolled double 6s, which was awesome, and I took a weapon off and then wrecked it, so it's dead, which I did not expect to happen with 2 Sentinels there. Over here, plasma guns, none of them killed themselves. They got a glance and they took off my arm with my heavy flamer and my dreadnought close combat weapon, so that's a pretty big victory for them there. It doesn't solve all their problems. A stun probably would have been better, but it still, stops me from toasting 3/4 of their squad and charging them and murdering way more. So this was stunned, so couldn't do anything, and they moved and ran, so that's pretty much it. So we're going to bottom 5. Alright, this round, those guys got on the objective down here, and then they ran backwards so in case it went on they could do something else, because these guys rolled like a 2 for difficult terrain and then like a 1 for their run, so they didn't even make it from right over there, so kind of useless. Dreadnought shot, and I think it took a weapon off, maybe?
Yeah.
Or something. It's nothing important.
Immobilized.
Yeah, and then Melt-A-Gun and Machine Curse wrecked it. So I think Melt-A-Gun wrecked it, Machine Curse like shook it or something, so that is gone, so I don't have to worry about that contesting if it goes on. Down yonder, Melt-A-Gun like killed the guy, shot some stuff, killed like 3 guys total from shooting, and then Lysander just for shits and giggles charging them by himself. He rolled incredibly poorly and only killed 1 guy, and he did no wounds in return though, because he rolled pretty bad too, and he only did 3 total wounds. One of them was a power weapon. Dreadnought ran around, charged into Al Rahem's squad, which this is his Al Rahem, I think is pretty sweet, so got a nice cool hat there. And I actually killed 2 of them, and he failed leadership and ran away and got overrun. So Dreadnought stomped him back over there, but he doesn't have his claw arm still, so that's pretty much it. Want to roll to see if we go on?
Alright.
We do. Continues. So turn 6. Alright, this round, these guys is the only thing he's got here, so they fought in combat, did 2 power weapon wounds. I saved both of them with Lysander, and he killed 3 back, and they made their leadership with the Commissar in there. So going to bottom of 6. Alright, this turn I got down on the objective, moved him forward and him forward just for shits and giggles. And Lysander fought a hard-fought battle, but in the end, poor guy. I'm just kidding. He made his 3 invulnerable saves in his 1 armor and killed 2 more back, and he passed his leadership. So, roll to see if we go on. Need a 4+ here. Nope.
Game's done.
Yeah, good game.
3-0.
Want to play this out here really quick and just see how much Lysander is?
Case.
Alright, so the game did end, but we're just still fighting on this Lysander combat. This round, he actually did, like, out of nowhere with 9 guardsman attacks. He did, like, 4 wounds on a ridiculousness, so I actually failed one of those, so he took a wound. And then he did, what was it, 3 power weapons, and I failed one of those, so Lysander took 2 wounds this turn, so he's down to 2, but he killed 3 guys back, but he passed his leadership. Alright, this round, he rolled pretty poorly, didn't even do a wound for me to save, and I killed 3 back, and he passed his leadership. So going to next round. This is theoretically turn 8, top of turn 8. Alright, this round got kind of worried. He did 2 power weapon wounds, but I did manage to save them both, which would have been enough to kill me. I then did 3 wounds back, so he's down to just his 2 sergeants with the power weapons and the commissar that have been doing these 9 power weapon attacks every turn. So this is theoretically the bottom of 8. I'm just going to record this whole part here, because he might go down. 9 attacks, not bad. That's, just under odds.
Yep. And then 5's the wound. 3.
This might be the end of Lysander. Made 1 storm shield. Made 2 storm shields. Okay, he is alive. I failed one though. Poor guy. Alright. Master crafted. Made them all. This might kill them all unless he rolls a 1. He made them. So he killed them all.
All 3 gone.
There goes the blob. And he took 3 wounds. And he consolidates 6 inches like a champ.
How much does Lysander cost?
200 points.
Okay, well, just the blob was like 150, so it's pretty even.
As awesome as that seemed, he didn't kill his points yet. I guess he did with Strachan and all that, and friends, but so good game. That was fun.
Good game.